In sub-Saharan Africa, agriculture remains one of the mainstays of the different economies, with the preponderance of such practices in the rural areas. Unfortunately, the grassroots, where all the agricultural works are carried out, are hardly given attention when it comes to emplacing infrastructures such as roads, health facilities, market centers, among others. This then underscores the importance of the intervention of the Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project, Raamp, to bridge the obvious gaps. Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project is a third-generation rural access project aimed at strengthening institutional and financing base for sustainable management of state and rural network. This scheme has been effectively conceived in Ondo State to enhance agricultural practices through the rehabilitation and outright reconstruction of rural roads to ease farmers' access to their farms and from their farms to marketplaces, thereby enhancing food sufficiency and security. With the support of the Ayedatiwa administration, many roads have already been earmarked for attention in the first phase of intervention, including Odakoko Board Camp 2 Langbodo Road in Akure South Local Government Area, Imafo Ilado to Falai Farmgate Road in Akure North Local Government Area, Ifira Afo Road in Akoko Southeast Local Government Area, Odiomi Iyara Road in Irele Local Government Area, Ebute Ipare Oke in Ilaje Local Government Area, Ileoluji Lota Road in Ileoluji Okebo Local Government Area, Iroimesi Road Junction to Okaramo to Ologunwebi to Iron in Akoko Northeast Local Government Area, among others. Ondo State Office of Raamp deployed systematic and scientific methods in determining which road to intervene on. This was done through deliberate visitation to these rural areas to get first-hand information about the features, usefulness and peculiarities of the roads, especially to know how much the deplorable state of the roads affects agriculture in the areas.
Ọ̀nà ní pàtàkì ó dẹ̀ pẹ́ táwọn community ti wà lórí but àríṣe every year la máa náwó àbádẹ ẹ̀rí gbogbo àwọn òkúta tó wà lójú ọ̀nà yìí ṣe la lọ ń rà á níbi òkúta fi ń filẹ̀ but still now because of pé ọ̀rọ̀ bítúmẹ̀ or no bítúmẹ̀ tójò bá ti dé calculation lè take place mọ́ kò lọlé omi yẹn padà wá sókè so kò sí owó tá a ná sí tó yọ in fact tó bá jẹ́ pé kò sí community effort pé àjọ àtúlọ la àwọn kọ́tà yẹn sí orí ni wọ́n fi ń gbé nǹkan kọjá òun ló jẹ́ kí ọjà wa tí ò sí ná mọ́ market yẹn ló wà níbẹ̀ kò tí ń gbà tí kò wà motorable kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n lè ṣe nígbà tí a bá ti rí nǹkan tá a lè fi gbẹ kó jáde tá a rọ̀nà tá a lè gbà kó jáde ó lè kó àbàjẹ́ sí.
ojú ọ̀nà yẹn ò dáa rárá ó yẹ kí ọrọ̀ ajé wa kó máa wá síbi kó máa lọ sí gbòòrò bẹ̀tẹ̀ ojú ọ̀nà yẹn ó fún wa ní problem ojú ọ̀nà yẹn ló jẹ́ kó problem wa à ń gbin àgbàdo à ń gbin ẹ̀gẹ́ à ń ṣe púpúrú bẹ̀tì ọrọ̀ ajé wo máa lọ sínú ìgboro àwọn àlejò tó ń bá fẹ́ wá bára jà ń bíbá yìí wọ́n ń kọ̀pléè ojú ọ̀nà wa yìí ó dẹ̀ kọ̀ pọ́ọ̀sì fún wa láti pé ká ní ojú ọ̀nà tójú ọ̀nà bá ti wà ọrọ̀ ajé wa máa lọ déédé.
The reality of these roads across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State support the Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project Raamp to design ways of salvaging the situation, and not only that, but also to emplace agro-logistic hubs. These hubs will be made accessible through the rural roads that are now to get attention of government through the Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project Raamp, ably supported by the World Bank and the French Development Agency.
We are aimed at intervening in building roads to create all-weather access to all the rural areas in the state and to improve on existing markets by building expansion of existing markets, which we call agro-logistics centers, that will include so many other facilities that are not in the present state of the market. And the aim and objective of the project is one, is to improve rural access and agricultural marketing while strengthening the institutional base of the project. And by so doing, we want to eliminate what we refer to as post-harvest losses from the farmers. We observed, the government of Nigeria observed that most of the produce from the farm are being rotten because of lack of access, and as a result of this, is affecting the food productivities of the nation. So by creating access to all these farms, they can easily bring in their produce from the farm to the market for sales to enhance their economic and social livelihood, and at the same time improve their welfare and well-being. As part of this project mandate, we are to carry out stakeholder sensitization, which we do regularly. We have done severally in the past and will continue to do that. We go to the rural area, into the hinterland, we move and meet with people, have a stakeholder discussion, have a focus group discussion, bringing people together and get them informed on the purpose of Raamp in the state. We have been doing that regularly, and it has sunk to their mind that Raamp is going to implement some activities in the state. So on stakeholder sensitization, we are trying, because we have different class of stakeholders, the promoters, the latent group, and other stakeholders, and we do physical sensitization, talking to them, bringing to their doorstep what we expect from them, what we are going to give to them in return of their cooperations to support the project.
The Ayedatwa administration has also made it abundantly clear that the welfare of the people of Ondo State will always be its priority at all times. This is evident in the commitment of Governor Lucky Ayedatwa to grassroots development through the opening up of rural roads towards engendering agricultural productivity.
One of the covenants of the project is payment of government support, which is a counterpart. Like, the project is being supported through financing by three groups. We have the World Bank, we have the Federal French Development Agency, and Government of Nigeria. The Government of Nigeria is all the participating states, in which Ondo State is one of the participating states. And since the project became effective in 2019, we have been up and being proactive in payment of government counterpart. The late governor is so key into payment of counterpart. He has never defaulted, and since the governor Ayedatiwa came on board, we have taken our request for counterpart payment to him, and as we speak, he has promised us that as soon as the ESCO is conveyed, our request for counterpart will be paid. And so we don't have any problem about a counterpart payment from the government of Ondo State. Governor Ayedatiwa promised that payment of counterpart fund is key, and he has actually promised us that immediately the ESCO is constituted, that is going to approve our request, because our request for counterpart is before him, and I believe in his word that he has the interest of the grassroots in his mind, and since the inception of this project since 2017, this is the first outing that we want to launch the project in the state, and the Governor Ayedatiwa, has given us a date to actually tell the whole citizens of the state that the Raamp project is in place, that will intervene in the rural communities, most especially on rural road access, the agro-marketing hubs. So the governor is actually interested in all of these developmental projects in the rural areas.
At a time like this, when food sufficiency is the greatest challenge of Nigeria, efforts at improving agriculture through emplacement of access roads at rural areas will go a long way in insulating Ondo State from food crisis and other acute socio-economic challenges. God bless Ondo State.